I never thought I'd cheer for the feds rolling into Willow Creek Estates, but when that black SUV crunched over the pristine asphalt, sirens silent, but lights flashing like Judgment Day, I popped a beer and settled in for the show. My neighbor Karen, self-appointed HOA tyrant, queen of passive-aggressive emails about my untrimmed hedges, had finally crossed the line, and it wasn't with her infamous glitter-bombed complaint letters. No, she'd escalated to felony territory, blocking a federal marshal's vehicle with her kid's rusty red wagon, piled high with recycling bins and a handwritten sign screaming "No more evictions" in sharp fury. It started 6 months back when Willow Creek was just another cookie-cutter slice of middle-class paradise in suburban Phoenix, Arizona. Think palm trees swaying under that relentless desert sun, barbecues on weekends, and kids on scooters dodging Karen's golf cart patrols. I'd bought my split-level rancher for the quiet after my divorce, figuring it'd be my fresh start. Wrong. Karen, 50-something with a bob haircut sharp as her tongue and a minivan plastered in neighborhood watch stickers, ran the HOA like her personal fiefdom. She fined me $200 for parking my truck on the street during a Super Bowl watch party, said it detracted from curb appeal. I paid it gritting my teeth, because who has time for small claims court when you're rebuilding a life? But Karen? She was a one-woman reign of terror. She'd corner folks at block parties, hissing about unapproved bird feeders or inauthentic lawn gnomes. Last summer, she doxed old Mr. Ramirez on the neighborhood Facebook group for growing tomatoes in his front yard. Invasive species alert. And got him a city citation that nearly bankrupted his Social Security. We all whispered about her, but nobody pushed back. Until the bank foreclosed on her McMansion next door. Turns out Karen's real estate flipping side hustle was a Ponzi scheme wrapped in essential oils, MLM. She owed back taxes, liens up to her bleached roots, and the IRS wasn't playing. That's when the marshal showed up last Tuesday, 9 a.m. sharp, under that blinding Arizona sky. I was sipping coffee on my porch, watching the tumbleweeds skitter across the cul-de-sac, when Karen burst out like a Karen apocalypse. In her yoga pants and blessed mom of 4T, she dragged that ancient radio flyer wagon from her garage, the one her youngest outgrew a decade ago, and wedged it dead center behind the marshal's truck. "You can't take my home," she shrieked, arms flailing like she was directing traffic in hell. "This is America. Private property rights. I'll sue. I'll call the governor." The marshal, this no-nonsense guy named Torres with a buzz cut and a stare that could melt cacti, just sighed and radioed it in. "Ma'am, step aside. This is a federal levy." But Karen doubled down, live-streaming the whole meltdown on TikTok. HOA Heroes Unite. Fight the man. Rallying her online army of 2K followers who'd bought her Empower Neighbor merch. Comments flooded in, "Yas Queen, resist," from blue state libs who'd never set foot in a gated community. Neighbors gathered, me included. Phones out, popcorn virtually popping. Sarah from across the street, who'd been fined $500 for excessive holiday lights, muttered, "Karma's a wagon wheel." By noon, it was viral. Fox News picked it up as "Suburban Mom Stands Against Big Government," while CNN spun it as entitled HOA Bully Meets Her Match. Karen's barricade? Obstructing a federal officer. Misdemeanor, sure, but add the tax evasion fraud she'd been dodging, and boom, $38,000 in fines, plus court fees stacking like Jenga. The marshal's crew towed her wagon away like it was Exhibit A, and as they padlocked her garage, she wailed, "This is persecution. My rights." I should have felt bad. Hell, part of me did. That raw, ugly underbelly of schadenfreude when the bully bleeds. But as her "for sale" sign went up crooked in the yard, weeds already creeping through the mulch she'd once policed, I raised my beer to the empty driveway. Revenge isn't sweet. It's just the silence after the storm. Willow Creek breathed easier that night. Barbecues flickering under stars that don't care about bylaws. Karen? She's couch surfing with her squad, peddling webinars on overcoming adversity for $49.99 a pop. Bitter pill? Nah, that's just the American dream. Build your castle on sand and watch the tide roll in.